Stress just feels different once you're in menopause. It just feels different. It just feels harder. It just feels like more overwhelming. So, today I'm going to teach you 3 calming techniques to manage your stress and anxiety post menopause that takes less than 5 minutes. So, if you don't know me, I'm Karin from KARIN Yoga Life. I'm a certified yoga instructor and wellness coach. I'm 61 years old and I've been in menopause now for 8, 9 years, and I've had many menopause symptoms. So I've had the joint pain, I've had brain fog, I've had the hot flashes, I've had sleep issues, I've had increased stress and anxiety. I've had lots of different menopause symptoms, and I've not used HRT. My doctor told me that HRT was not an option for me. So I've kind of had to figure out all this stuff by myself. And it's taken me a while, but I think I've figured out how to manage some of my menopause symptoms naturally without HRT. So a quick story, I have been traveling on planes since I was a child. I've been on a plane many times, never been a problem. But about a year or two ago, I was on a plane with my husband, getting ready to take off. And all of a sudden, I just had this like super, I don't know what you want to call it, except to say that it was some kind of panic attack. I just started to feel really stressed, really anxious. Like I wanted to get off the plane. I just got really afraid of flying in that moment. And if it wasn't for the knowledge that if I had said to the flight attendant that I have to get off the plane, I knew they would have to look for all my luggage and they would have to take off my luggage. And I know that that would have upset a lot of people on the plane if they had to wait for me to find my luggage. So I had to figure it out. I had to figure out what to do. And if it wasn't for my yoga practice, it wasn't for my knowledge of deep breathing and how that can help to calm and reset the nervous system, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I would have done. So I'm going to teach you today 3 calming techniques, 3 techniques to help you manage your stress and increased anxiety that you might be experiencing post-menopause or even in perimenopause. So why does this happen? Why does this happen? Why do we feel like stress is just more overwhelming, more intense once we are post-menopause or even in perimenopause? The short answer to this question is just that declining estrogen, which is what happens when we go into perimenopause and menopause, declining estrogen has an effect on our stress response. The main thing that happens is that cortisol goes up because estrogen helps to regulate cortisol. And when our cortisol increases, stress just feels more intense. Our anxiety can feel more intense. So that's a short answer to a deeper question. But when we are in menopause, definitely you can feel more stressed, you can feel more anxious, you can start to worry about things that you never worried about before, like me worrying about being or having a panic attack sitting on the plane for the first time in my life. So that's basically why it happens. So if it's happening to you, don't feel like it's your fault. Don't feel like you're doing something wrong. This is very common symptom in menopause that you just feel stressed. You feel more anxious in ways that you've never felt before. So I'm going to teach you 3 quick ways that you can calm your stress and anxiety in under 5 minutes, because I know that we often don't have lots of time to manage these symptoms. So the first thing is deep breathing. Yes, deep breathing. I know it sounds so simple, too simple to be true. I know it sounds too good to be true, but just a simple practice of deep breathing can help to immediately calm down your nervous system. It can reset how you feel. It just helps to relieve stress and anxiety. And it saved me on that plane. It saved me on the plane that day. I tapped into my deep breathing and I instantly started to feel better. So there are a couple of different breathing techniques. I'm going to share 2 today. The first one is simply deep belly breathing, which all you need to do is just sit comfortably and make sure that you're breathing into your belly. Because sometimes when we get stressed, we get anxious, we deep breathe into our upper chest, we start to breathe very shallow and quickly, and we want to refocus our breathing into our belly. So it helps sometimes to bring your hands to rest on your stomach or on your belly, and just to breathe deeply in and out of the nose and feel your belly moving. So you want to feel your belly expanding and feel your belly relaxing. That is basically deep belly breathing or diaphragmatic breathing, just slowing down your breath, slowing down your inhale, slowing down your exhale. I mean, you could add to that even breathing, where you're inhaling for a count of 4, you're exhaling for a count of 4, or even inhaling and exhaling for a count of 3 or 5, whatever feels natural to you. So basically, you're breathing into your belly, you're slowing down the breath. You can add inhaling for a count of 3 or 4 and exhaling for the same amount. So you want to keep your inhale and your exhale more or less the same. So you could do this for a minute, 2 minutes. I promise you, you will feel better instantly. You will start to feel calmer. You will start to feel a little bit more relaxed. And you can do it for as long as you need. So that's the first technique, deep belly breathing with even breathing added on. The second technique, which I think works instantly, is to just start to stretch some of your muscles. So it could be if you're feeling tension in your neck and shoulders, where a lot of us hold stress and anxiety, you could simply start to move your shoulders, move your body, maybe get up from where you're sitting, walk around. You can simply just lift your shoulders up to your ears and circle them back and down. So you could simply do some shoulder rolls, just moving your shoulders up and down and around, this literally for 30 seconds, just rotating the shoulders, maybe bringing them forward as well. Just releasing some tension, some stress from your shoulders can make you feel better instantly. The other really quick stretch that helps me a lot, because I get very tight in my neck, is you can simply just start to rotate your head around. So you're imagining that your nose is a crayon and you're just making small circles with the nose like this in one direction and then the other direction. Now, please, if it feels uncomfortable in your neck or it bothers your neck, don't do it. Always have to be mindful about how things feel in our bodies. What may work for me may not work for you. So we always have to be mindful of how we're feeling and if it's actually helping us. So you could do simple circles with the head. You can tilt the head from side to side, again, slowly, just to stretch and release tension from the muscles of your neck. You could look up and down. So chin to ceiling, chin to chest. You could look sideways. These are just a few really simple stretches for your neck and your shoulders. And I actually have lots of videos on my channel that break this down even more. So if you're interested, you can check out some of the videos on my channel that explain these neck stretches a little bit in more detail. But that's the second technique to help you to manage your stress and anxiety. Just simply moving your body, circling the shoulders, moving your head, getting up, walking around, changing your environment. That can work. That really works well, and it works quickly. So that's the second technique that I wanted to share today. The third technique that I wanted to share is simply another breathing technique where you inhale through the nose for a count of 4, and then you exhale for a count of 6 or 7. So all you're doing is you're lengthening your exhale, you're breathing in deeply for a count of 4, and you're breathing out for a count of 7. So slowing down your breath again, breathing into the belly, in for a count of 4, exhale slowly for a count of 7. And if 4 and 7 is too long, if that's too long, you can change it to 3 and 6. You can change it even to 2 and 4, meaning inhale for 2, exhale for 4. You can slow it down, or you can use any combination that works for you, that you like. But the idea here is that you are lengthening your exhale. You're making your exhale longer than your inhale. So this really works. It basically sends a message to your brain that all is well, that you're safe, that you can calm down. So I really encourage you to try that one as well, inhaling and then exhaling for a longer amount of time. So those are the 3 techniques that I wanted to share today. Just quickly to recap the 3 techniques: deep breathing, just breathing into the belly, inhaling for 4, exhaling for 4. That's the first one. Then moving the shoulders, moving your body, circling the shoulders. That is another one. And then lastly, inhaling for 4, exhaling for 7. So those are the 3 calming techniques that can help you to manage your menopause, stress, and anxiety that work in under 5 minutes. So I'd love you to give them a try. If they don't work for you, let me know. If they do work for you, let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions, please also let me know. When I wanted to give one other bonus, one more bonus technique, which I find really works as well. And those are just simple affirmations. Just affirmations. Telling yourself, I am safe, all is okay, I am well, I am healthy. Just giving yourself powerful, positive, calming affirmations in the moment can really help. I'm a big believer in affirmations. And again, you kind of have to try it for yourself and see if it works for you. So affirmations are my bonus technique. So please let me know if these work for you. And if you are struggling with menopause symptoms, I have a free menopause survival toolkit that has a couple of different things in it. It has a yoga for joint pain class included. It has some affirmations, and it also has a daily wellness checklist. That's free, completely free. You can download my yoga, my menopause survival toolkit. I'll leave the link there. So I hope you found this helpful. Please let me know in the comments if you found this helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. Please let me know if there are any topics that you'd like me to talk about in future, about menopause, perimenopause, managing your menopause symptoms naturally with or without HRT. So I will be here live every week, every Tuesday around this time. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching.